Today's notes are Chapter 3, Section 2. We're going to be graphing linear equations into variables, which just means it's a super fancy way of saying we're going to be graphing lines, straight lines. Except we're going to be doing it in a very specific way. So I'm going to talk about our example today. If you want to go ahead and write this particular equation down, we're going to graph the following equation. The equation is 2x minus y equals 6 by finding its x and y intercepts. Before we do this, I want to remind everybody of what an x and a y-intercept are. Sometimes I feel like we forget. And so x and y-intercepts are where lines cross the x-axis or the y-axis. So let me draw a line. Maybe it looks like this. Here's where it crosses the x-axis. Here's where it crosses the y-axis. And we have a straight line through it. As straight as I can make it. How I would draw these points, or write these points particularly, where it crosses the x-axis, so my x-intercept would be, it crosses at the point 3, 0, where x is 3 and y is 0. My y-intercept, at this made-up line, crosses at the point 0, -4, where x is 0 and y is -4. So if we're only given an equation, do you see how our x-intercept has y as 0, our y-intercept has x as 0? To find x-intercepts and y-intercepts, we plug 0 in to the equations, which is what we're going to do on the next slide. So let's put the x-intercept over here, and we'll solve on that side. And we'll put the y-intercept over here. If you remember, we write x-intercepts where y is 0 and y-intercepts has x as 0. If this is x and this is y, and that's x and that's y in our point. So on this side, for my x-intercept, I'm going to take our equation 2x minus y equals 6. And instead of using the letter y, I'm going to replace it with 0. And that's going to tell us my x-intercept. So it's 2x. Instead of writing y, you write minus 0 equals 6. If you have 0 in an equation, it just kind of disappears or cancels itself out. So left with 2x is equal to 6. Divide both sides by 2. So with this line, our x-intercept is 3. So our x-intercept is the point 3, 0. Now we're going to do the same thing to figure out my y-intercept. We have 2x minus y equals 6, except with y-intercepts, 0 is in the x spot. So I'm going to replace my x with the number 0. So 2 times 0 minus y equals 6. 2 times 0 is just 0, minus y equals 6. That means I have a negative y is equal to 6. How I get rid of it, and your teacher may have taught you something different. This is just what I do. I multiply both sides by a -1, because what that does is cancels out your negative. So you're left with y equals -6. So the y-intercept is -6. So we have the x-intercept being 3, 0, and the y-intercept being 0, -6. And now I can graph my line. So we had 3, 0, and we had 0, -6. This was our x-intercept, this was our y-intercept. So our x-intercept was here at 3, 0. I'm trying to be as accurate as possible. I'm sure yours looks better. Our y-intercept is at 0, -6, which is down here. And then all you do to finish the problem is connect them with a line. So you're just going to be graphing a bunch of lines for your practice in class. This is the problem I would really like for you to try on your own. Again, you're going to graph the following equation. So here's your equation. And I want you to use x-intercepts and y-intercepts. And I'll remind you, x-intercepts, you are always going to use 0 in place of y. And for your y-intercepts, you're going to use 0 in place of x. Good luck.